guys, welcome to another episode of Airsoft 101. I'm your host, Andrew Mullins. Thank you for this 19th episode. Got an awesome gear review. Well, gun gear, whatever. It's not really a gun, but it's something that flings BBs at an opponent, so you should enjoy that. I'm going to give you a review on this Claymore down here. Right here. I'm going to give you a review on this Claymore right here. I'm going to shoot it for you all too. Show you a little demonstration of how to load it and all that stuff. And then I'm going to give you a picture. I don't feel like dressing out today because all my Navy clothes that I wore on Operation Wasteland's all sweaty and nasty. They're in the washing machine, so I'm not going to put those on and show you my Navy loadout. So I'm just going to show you a picture and tell you what I got and all that stuff. And I'm going to give you a brief after-action report of Operation Wasteland and I'll conclude this episode. And right now we're going to talk about this gear review. So we'll zoom in on that camera right quick, and I'll show you what's special about this Claymore and all that. Guys, what I'm going to show you is this Claymore right here. It's pretty simple, just Claymore. It's like the only one that Trinity's Airsoft sells. Pretty like a normal Claymore. You got your little tripods right here, or your bipods, whatever they're called. You stick those in the ground to stabilize yourself, stabilize the Claymore, so you can put cover on it and all that stuff. You have a fire pin right here, or a safety pin, and if you lose the safety pin you can get it in your hardware store and replace it and all that stuff. But that is the safety, pretty much. There's a wire inlet here where it comes with a wired control valve that is like a 30-40 foot wire, and press the button and it goes off. You can get a laser tripwire and a remote controlled thing that goes with it. They sell them separately, but altogether it comes around $180, $190, $170, somewhere in that price range, depending on taxes and stuff like that, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to load it and show you how to activate it and all that stuff. I'm going to put on some safety glasses, even though I'm not going to, well, alright, I'm not going to load it with BBs, not this time anyway, but when I do the fire demonstration I want to. But pretty much what you do to set this thing up is to load it. There's a little hole right here. You get your speed loader and you just simply fill it. And after it's filled, you put your bipods down in there, remove the safety pin, and see it's still secure. But when you press that wire thing, the thing flaps open and the BBs shoot out. Very effective if you're definitely defending a position, or acting as a sniper or guerrilla fighter, anything like that, because you know, as you all know, I'm not a big fan of defending, but if you have something to watch your back that prevents more of your people from having to defend a position, that's the better, because you know, less people defending and more people attacking. That means, say you have 4 of these protecting your flag or your objective at your base or something like that, like a spawning point. Set a couple of these up behind the walls, you know, and have one person defending it, and you're pretty, you know, have claymores on the perimeter, and you got a pretty good warning system also. If you set up tripwires and stuff like that, they're also good for setting up traps, like bringing people in to a position and setting them off, and you know, getting them that way. Would have been very helpful at Wasteland. But we played a rogue faction and we had no use for defensive or ambushes like that. We were pretty much attacking the whole game. But I'll let you see that thing fire, and then we'll go on to the after action report and my Navy SEAL loadout. Okay guys, I'm simply going to show you how to load this thing. Right now I got a 100 round speed loader, some cheap .12 BBs, because I don't feel like using 20s on this thing. It's just too expensive to use in a Claymore. So I mean, your BB quality doesn't really matter with the Claymore. It's not like it's 10 years or anything like that. So, like I said, load it through this hole right here. My dog has decided to join us. If you hear panting in the background, that's my big old golden retriever. 100 rounds in there. I'm going to load a little bit more because I want an awesome effect for you all. Because the camera is going to be in the view of the is going to be in the firing line, so you all get to see that. And that should be pretty cool. Like I said, this is the standard tripwire. Just press that red button, you're good to go. Got a lot of cord room and all that stuff. So all you gotta do is plug that in right there. All you gotta do is plug that in, remove the safety pin, and you're live. All you gotta do is press that button. I won't press it in 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Shoots out over 200 BBs or more, depending on how much you want to put in the speed loader, and you're good to go after that. I'll show you my Navy SEAL loadout. If you played Wasteland, you saw it. So I'm going to access that picture right quick. Alright, I took this picture. Well, Steven took this picture. It's my Navy SEAL loadout. Pretty much what makes it different than any of my other loadouts is the camo, obviously. So I don't know if you can see it up there, but usually I carry my black UTG tactical vest because I don't have a lot of money, or I don't have my parents paying for a lot of my stuff. I never have when it comes to Airsoft. So I paid for that vest, and I don't feel like buying a new vest because why, have 12 vests when you only need one? So I had my vest, suited me very well for a long time. I got my Navy SEAL M4, not the SEAL Team 6 M4 by Echo 1. This is an actual M4 that Navy SEALs requested 7 years ago, based on that model. It's the Classic Army M15A4 CQB SEAL. It's got the Modern Warfare Edition red dot sight. It's got the Halo Gemtech silencer to cover up its tight bore barrel, and camera radios right there. My binocs right there. Carry my utilities, my pistol mag pouches. Carry an extra pistol mag and a mag in my pistol. I carry 3 high caps and 6 mid caps. And I carry a tack knife for utility purposes, and I have a lanyard for my pistol. Pretty much the only thing that really makes it a big deal is why everybody requested it, I guess, is because of the camo. It's a Navy work uniform that will not be ready to be by civilian retail, and maybe for another year or two. So I don't know how I was able to get it, because I was really lucky to get it. I have the safety glasses I got at Walmart to protect my eyes, and I'm just wearing, Carter Machinery hat that I've had forever. And that's pretty much the only thing special about my loadout. It's really just the camo. Everything else I wear every single time I go play Airsoft, just different camo. So, give you a little... Hey guys, alright, this is my brief back to action report. I'm just going to show a little bit of maneuvering that we did throughout the day. Sorry I can't get the whole thing up, and my tablet's not agreeing with the TV very well. So I'm just going to show you what I know, based off of this stuff. So what we have right here is you have Bartertown right here. All these little things right here, respawns, pawns. The entrance is down here. I'm sorry it's not showing up. Okay, pretty much what happened is that Brotherhood of Steel, my group, 6 people, well 5 to start, then we got 6 at the end of the session. We started right over here, which would be right here behind this bush. I don't know if you can see that on the television or not. If you can, good. If you can't, sorry. Wastelanders started out occupying the entire thing, probably Bartertown and all that stuff, and then Caesar's Legion came up from the entrance right here and started their attack on this area and this area right here. At first we remained neutral. We engaged Wastelanders right here, and we tried to stay out of the crosshairs a bit. At that moment I determined that Caesar's Legion probably could get a foothold on it, but I wanted to move a little bit faster, so I went to a detachment of Caesar's Legion and I said, we'll help you out, gain a foothold on the territory and all that stuff. So we helped them gain a foothold on the territory, and we moved in all across, and they started getting footholds. Now, before Caesar's Legion started to get a foothold, they were really concentrating around in here, and we got a mission to take Bartertown. If we took Bartertown, we got our full automatic feature. We got 60 caps, So we took Bartertown and occupied it, and then we all got out because Bartertown was a death zone. I mean, it really was. We all got out, and I really didn't care. But pretty much by the time we got out, Caesar's Legion occupied almost all of that right there. The Wastelanders were being pushed up, and we went back to respawn, and and that's pretty much, we started out there. And then Jack says, Caesar's Legion's overrun the Wastelanders, they need help. So we helped out the Wastelanders. We started pretty much at the same spot. Caesar's Legion had the barter town and all that stuff. And we came up with this determination, you know, send a few people, we're going to make our offensive right here at this pond at the bottom of the screen. So I commanded a few of the Wastelanders. We moved up this way right here. We had a shield, per se, right here. And you're seeing what I'm talking about with Alexander the Great's tactics. If you watched episode 7, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm just doing it in a complete opposite format. I'm having my shield on my right, my sword on my left. I had a shield right here protecting our flanking maneuver while we moved up in these pine trees right here to gain control of this right here. And with this, we were able to secure Barter Town, and it became neutral ground with the Brotherhood still occupying it. Now, after that, we had a meal break, and when we came back to the game, it all started off completely neutral of what it was to begin with. We came to the conclusion that we are neutral. Unless you fire on us, we won't fire on you. Any faction. So we roamed around the field doing our own thing. And then I think what happened is that Wastelanders needed our help one more time, I believe it was. And because they were getting pushed back into here. And we came up around here and we're helping out the Wastelanders, and then eventually we turned the tide and pushed Caesar's Legion back this way. Because we could have spawned, and Caesar's Legion was right there at the spawn point, and really if we spawned, we could have taken out Caesar's Legion behind their backs, but that's dirty and I don't like doing that at all. So we went all the way around here just to avoid Caesar's Legion around here, and came up here, took out a couple of Caesar's Legion right here, and regrouped with the Wastelanders right here and pushed out. Then after that, we helped the Caesar's Legion for the second and the last time. Pretty much what happened is Caesar's Legion was all going to respawn, and we moved up to this position right here at the barn, and we held out right there until waiting on seeing what Caesar's Legion would do. I didn't know if Caesar's Legion was going to move up this way and come up this way, or they were going to go this way. Well, eventually we saw Caesar's Legion skirming around the pine trees right here and occupying Barter Town. So we had a three-pronged approach. Pretty much Caesar's Legion was doing their own thing, and we were doing our own thing, but we still had the same objective, and that is to eliminate the Wastelanders. So pretty much you had Caesar's Legion moving up right here, and then you had us, and this is where we instituted Seal Fire Line, like we did August 20th, and we fired continuously, and were able to move all the way up there pretty much without any cover at all until we stopped firing. And then there was a bunch of bunkers here and here and here, and we pretty much just did mop-up operations, clearing those bunkers out and securing the area. And then pretty much after that, the op was over. I think it was pretty much a stalemate throughout the whole time. You know, Caesar's Legion gained the field, then the Wastelanders gained the field, Caesar's Legion gained the field again, the Wastelanders gained the field again. Overall, it was a very good game. There's really no problems with, unsportsmanlike. But you have them in every single game, but no real major problems. After that, we did a few pickup games. We did a team deathmatch, capture the flag, and then we did a attack and defense scenario, which was our last of the scenario. If you want to look at pictures, go on ScreamingEaglesAirsoft.com, Screaming Eagles Airsoft Facebook page. Look at them there. We got the YouTube video up already. That's about it. It's after action report right there, and we're probably going to show you all. Next week we'll have a gunnery gear review. We'll talk a little bit more about Crimson Wars. I'm sorry I didn't talk about it today for all you who are interested. And if you go to Hunger Games, the first annual Horn of Plenty Hunger Games that Jack's going on in June, I'll be there refereeing or administering or whatever he wants me to do. I'm not going to be playing, but if you want any information, just ask me about it. I'll hand out flyers to y'all. Sign up on Crimson Wars. That's all I can tell you right now. I don't have enough time. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of Screaming Eagles Airsoft 101. I'm your host, Andrew Mullins. Thank you for joining us again. We'll see you all next week.